Hey, and welcome back to another Cedar Creek Motorsports 2-minute overview. This time we're going to try to get through this 2025 Ski-Doo Freeride 850 146 with a 2.5-inch Powder Max track. Let's get to it. Let's put the time on the clock. The first cool thing with this brand new Ski-Doo is going to be their 850 E-TEC engine. On these Freerides, it does have the E-TEC direct injection. It does also have what they call booster injectors, so there's two sets of fuel injectors on there depending where it is in its rev range to help create the smoothest, most linear power band to be one of the most usable sleds off-trail. And speaking of off-trail performance, you will notice how skinny this ski stance is right there. That's going to aid in getting this thing flipped over left to right to be a lot more agile of a sled. It does have the KYB 40 EA-3 shocks, and what that actually means is with this little adjuster here, you have 3 different settings. So you have a soft, medium, and then a hard. That's going to adjust the compression dampening on there. So when you hit a bump, a tree, a rock, it's going to control how fast that ski is going to travel back up into the sled. Does also have these lightweight springs on the front shocks here. There's also lightweight springs on the rear as well, just to help reduce the weight on your actual ski arm. Once again, just making it a lot more easy to control when you are off trail, handling that 165 horsepower that the 850 E-TEC in its naturally aspirated form makes. Other really cool thing with this Freeride is going to be the P-drive clutch with clickers, so you can do some adjustment there. It does also have a lot of ventilation coming out of here, as you can see, because when you are off trail, you're mashed into the throttle. It is going to create a lot of heat, so Ski-Doo made a way to get that heat out and help protect your belt life. Like most Ski-Doos, it does have Brembo brakes right there. Nice and exposed to help that cool down if you are using a lot of brake. And when we get down to the track underneath here, you will see more KYB shocks. There's another one of those lightweight springs, a lot thinner than ones you would find on a trail sled, just to help with weight, make this as light as possible. 2.5-inch lugs right there, so if you're out in the mountains, off trail, up in the UP, you're gonna have plenty of traction to get moving and get flying out of the snow, get on top of it, and start ripping around. Another really cool thing that Ski-Doo does on all of their sleds is the LinkQ accessory attachment system. So they have a lot of fuel caddies, storage boxes, they have some oil caddies, a lot of other cool stuff that you can easily attach onto the back of the sled with these quick attach fasteners. So if we got that out, that'll pop right on out. A little difficult to do with one hand and a camera in it, but it is possible because they are very easy to use. And as we step back here, you'll notice this sweet new colorway they put on for 2025. It does look a lot better in person, so stop on in, check it out for yourself. This specific unit does have the heated grips and throttle lever that you can utilize with this switch right here on the left of the dash. You also have your headlight function, which are these awesome new LEDs for the Gen 5 chassis Ski-Doos came out with. A lot brighter than the old Gen 4 style, a lot easier to see at night. And they even give you a little bit of a glove box up here, but what's really cool is Ski-Doo does have a very big glove box extension, so you're gonna have a lot more usage right in front of you that's easy to reach. You don't have to get off the sled, go into one of the rear trunks. Lightweight is the name of the game when you're talking about snowmobiles in general, but especially when you're talking about off-trail sleds that you need to be able to flick around very easily. So Ski-Doo's added their shot starter system. Instead of having a battery and a regular electric starter, this actually has a lightweight ultra capacitor that's going to store up just enough electricity to then utilize the magneto as a starter motor, so there doesn't need to be an extra motor and an extra battery on this. Super lightweight system that gets its initial charge by using this pull starter right here, and then for the rest of the day you'll just have to use the button on the handlebar once it has a little electricity in that capacitor. It does have the 4.5-inch screen There are some Ski-Doo models that are available with that new 10.25-inch screen. So stop on in, see what models are available. If you're interested in this Freeride, you want to know more about another Ski-Doo or snowmobile, as we're starting to set our showroom up here, feel free to stop on in. Give us a call at 262-377-5700. Let's get riding.